What it do, baby? I've been telling Aaron about the Key and Peele's situation and why they broke up and all that. So today we gonna learn from Patrick CC about exactly what happened.
Fans were shocked when Key and Peele abruptly announced.
Gonna be abruptly ending. So.
Right.
Announced that they would be ending their iconic sketch comedy show in 2015. At the time, everyone assumed the duo was simply ready to move on to bigger opportunities. And that was true for one of them. Jordan Peele's Hollywood career skyrocketed, becoming one of the most respected filmmakers.
I'm saying, that's my twin for real. I'm saying, that's my dog.
So, you saying y'all look alike?
Nah, like, you know what I'm saying? Well, he look like CJ.
Yeah, he do.
He look like CJ, but like in spirit. You know
in spirit, that's your twin. Because you striving to be
better. I'm trying to be the best. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know I'm in Markiplier.
He did meet Markiplier. Vlog coming soon. Hey.
Makers in the industry. Keegan-Michael Key, on the other hand, has been jobbing for commercials and insignificant roles in films, which is shocking because Key was always considered the more popular of the two and expected to be more successful in the long run.
Really?
But recently, a comedian who worked closely with Keegan revealed something that completely changed the way fans looked at Key and Peele's relationship. And now many are looking back at awkward interviews, strategic silence, and most importantly, how Keegan's wife may secretly be the reason why the duo feels so distant today. However, there are a lot of baseless rumors and misinformation spreading, as well as important facts we need to dive into before you come to the conclusion of what happened to Key and Peele.
Let us know. Fill us in.
What's gonna happen to Mike and Aaron?
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
Nothing at all.
Cause I'm trying to do this.
Nothing but striving for greatness, man, and growing together as the unit that we've always been.
But like I'm trying to do like this whole movie and cinematic. Like I want to make these movies and like I want to make these TV shows.
You see them right there?
Yeah.
You stuck with them.
Yeah.
Shake their hand. Shake their hand and thank them for everything they get.
Well, thank y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Shaking their strong hand? What you doing?
But look, you know what I'm saying? Cause like what's gonna happen? Cause every story comes to an end, right? You know what I'm saying? Like
when we die.
Despite the show only running for 3 years, the legacy and impact of Key and Peele cannot be minimized. Just take a look at the Comedy Central YouTube channel. 18.
Bro!
Really?
Damn. Oh, cause I went through a phase a couple weeks ago of just their stuff, and it's like so much. And I'm like, that's only from 3 years. Basically 3. I don't know if it was just 3 seasons.
Working.
Damn.
Out of their 20 most viewed videos are all Key and Peele sketches, amassing over 1 billion views just on YouTube alone.
Shit.
Think about all the classic Comedy Central roasts, TV shows, and stand-up specials. None of them can even hold a candle to Key and Peele. But it could not have happened if the two didn't develop a deeply personal connection off screen. They were both raised as biracial children to a black father and a white mother, growing up with the unique identity of being mixed.
Bro, and we both got the unique identity of not having our real dads in our lives.
Shit.
Yeah.
We can do something with that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the trauma. Oh, I gotta think back to this nice shit, nigga. He didn't come get me from my grandma's house.
I'm not gonna lie. When this nigga Mike showed me that my father is the worst human being on the planet. You know what I'm saying? If they told me I got to save DT or my father, I got you, big DT. I'm saving DT. That's how terrible my father is.
You know, I'm gonna be real. Like I'd save Trump over my real dad.
Like for real.
Like let me real.
And like, hey, I know we don't. A lot of people don't fuck with him, but that's how much I don't fuck with my father. Okay, my dad, my biological father is probably the worst human being on the planet, y'all. Like bar none. But when this nigga Mike showed me how close his daddy lived to his grandma's house, I said, oh. I say,
when I say around the corner, bro, I literally mean,
bro.
That nigga said, yeah, I'm on the way. Nigga, I'm around the corner. Bro. Nigga, I can't walk by my, we told this before.
Bro.
At how young I was, I can't walk by myself.
Bro,
but he didn't need a car to come get me,
Let me explain something. The walk I take in the morning is further than the distance Mike had to.
But way farther. 10 times farther.
And I like, bro. It put him like my dad has done terrible things, right? He's the worst human being on the planet, right? And when I saw that, I said, damn, these niggas really evil. Me and Mike had a conversation. We had a conversation. Cause you know, I always joke with Mike about Mason. I'm like, abandon that nigga. It's a running joke. And me and Mike one day was like, how could you abandon? Like, how could you abandon us?
I be looking at him, I be like,
I could never. Like,
my mama, before we get back to the video, my mama also told me a story of that. She lives in an apartment complex, and she was, oh, I need diapers. Come help. Go to the store for me. I can't make it to the store. I got the baby. Da 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 da. That nigga was at some other bitch house in the same complex.
Get out,
bro.
It's crazy, huh?
Like, you wanna know it's so crazy? Because I think about this all the time. We trauma dumping. We all bonding. Shut the fuck up, nigga. There was several times in my childhood, right, where I saw my dad in passing because that nigga would ride a motorcycle with some random woman or some other random kid on the back of his motorcycle. He would ride in front of our house, going to like different, and like the one time, and like I would see him, and I'd like try to run out and kiss him. That nigga hit the gate. Bro, the one time I caught this nigga, he was like, yeah, man, go back inside. I was like, okay.
Sometimes they felt that they were never black enough. Sometimes they felt they were never white enough and were forced to code switch to assimilate with.
Damn, I can see it in hot. Damn.
Yeah.
Now it's like whatever, but back then I can see it, especially when they grew up.
This shared life experience would become central to their comedy and to their chemistry in life in general. After moving from Detroit to Chicago, Keegan-Michael Key crossed paths with Jordan Peele, making the rounds in the local.
Bro, we both had crazy hair phases.
Bro, they was two different versions of the same thing. That's crazy.
That's us.
That's crazy. It really is. Like, they're both archetypes of the mixed kid who's like stuck in the middle.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Improv comedy scene. The two realized they had incredible synergy, so they started working together and were eventually picked up as writers and talent on the Fox sketch comedy show Mad TV.
Banker is prepared to offer you $350,000.
No deal. We going for the million, dog. We going for the million. We going for the million. We going for the million. It don't matter what you say, because we're going for the million.
The few sketches that they did together on Mad TV displayed their incredible chemistry and indicated that they needed their own show.
What do I always say? Stay on the inside.
Jinx! No backsies, no penny taxis.
What?
You ain't supposed to talk. Jinx, double jinx, triple jinx, Googleplex. Damn!
Hey, guys!
Interruptions!
What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening?
I ain't gonna lie, I get it now. No, like with us, nigga, this is us. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Like, there's moments where like I'll be like, yeah, we might be special. Like there was a whole
Get a government check.
Bro, there was an incident last week. The nigga Mike being defeated. I don't know what happened, but I became a whole Atlanta nigga. And like for like 30 minutes, I can't even do it right now. But I was basically saying, get out your feelings. And I was saying like a whole bunch of Atlanta shit. That nigga Mike was like, bro, this nigga don't shut up. So I get it now.
Hands up, Jinx, go away. Come again another day.
Unfortunately, their time on Mad TV was short-lived until the entire program was canceled in 2009. Afterwards, Key landed a supporting role in the short-lived sitcom Gary Unmarried, which was canceled in 2010. Meanwhile, Jordan's pilot for a comedy show titled The Station had been shut down by Fox executives, leaving both of them without work. That's when their shared time
Hollywood's
manager
gotta be exhausted.
suggested that the two get together.
Jesus Christ, it sounds exhausting.
So I went to Cinegear, right? And there's a lot.
A camera.
It's like a camera conference, but it's for like
It's like Comic-Con for cameras.
Yeah, it's literally the movie industry conference. So the director of Blade Runner was there.
That's where we met Markiplier.
The dude who did the Batman, who did Dune, like that nigga was there. Like, so known niggas was there. Like, it's the spot. Niggas in that bitch pitching the niggas, like, oh, I got this idea, da da da. And like, I remember like what kind of like put in my mind, like I want to make movies. I don't want to deal with Hollywood. Like it solidified it this weekend is when this random nobody, and I don't mean to be a dick, the dude is a nobody, right? So Roger Deakins walked by. I see this nigga like the Godfather. I'm like, that's Big Deakins. That's the dude, right? You're the guy. So I see him, I'm like, damn, I'm gonna go say something to him. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna let my dog chill, you know what I'm saying? He cruising through, nobody bothering him. This random ass white guy was like, oh, that's Roger Deakins. Man, he does some cool stuff. We didn't work together on a few projects. He's all right. Talking to one of his friends, and I'm like,
why do you lie?
Talking like, what the? Nigga, that's Roger Deakins. Who are you? Bro, I'm like, he not even bothering you. Yeah. And it put in perspective, and like, because of how people were moving, everybody was moving like they were the main character. They were all moving like this. I'm like, dude, I could never be in this world. I never want to be in this world. I want to just make cool shit.
It would suck to have to be where they, in their time of having to pitch.
You have to,
to them, It's no outlet like it is project.
So my sitcom got canceled, and his pilot for Fox didn't go. And our manager said, would you guys be interested in doing something together? Because I've got a situation that I think I can leverage.
The result of this was them creating their own sketch comedy show called Key and Peele, which was picked up by Comedy Central and slated for a 2012 release.
What's on your brain, twin? What's that look, bruh? What the fuck is that?
Oh yeah, I just came up with something nasty.
Well, write it down so you can remember Cause every time I ask this, he remembers something while we recording. I say, I ask, what is it after we done? I don't remember. I forgot. Yeah. Write the shit down, bro.
Series debut came right after the season 4 premiere of Tosh.0, setting the comedy duo up for the biggest opportunity of their careers. And to say they capitalized on it would be an understatement. 2 of their most iconic sketches were in the very first episode, starting with a classic where the 2 attempt to say a forbidden word in regards to their wives. Which by the end of this video, you'll see how incredibly ironic it is that this was the very first Key and Peele sketch.
I looked this.
That's crazy.
Oh my God, the irony.
Bitch, you told me 6:45.
You said that?
Yeah, I said, bitch.
In the same episode, their next bit was Jordan acting as President Obama giving a speech to the country, and Key acting as his anger translator, turning his respectful words into aggressive commands.
I just want to say to my critics, I hear your voices, and I'm aware of your concerns.
So maybe if you can chill the hell out for like a second, then maybe I can focus on some you know.
The show was an instant hit. Over 2 million viewers tuned in for the debut episode, and future episodes would continue to pull in millions of viewers.
They did
before we get into that,
they knew what they was doing. First of all, W manager, and then W placement by putting them right after Tosh.0 to like really get a feel for what the people was going. Yeah, start with a banger. Yeah, you writing them ideas, ain't you?
I'm looking something up.
Okay. I'm gonna let it play.
We all live busy lives. There are so many things to do, and it never feels like there's enough time in the day. You should.
Do you know how many million view videos we got?
Like 50 something. Why? What?
Yeah.
What happened?
We got proof of concept.
What happened?
We got proof of concept.
Okay.
We really them niggas.
Type shit.
We gotta show these niggas the vein, cuz.
All right.
Every season they put out a new sketch that would become a cultural staple, like the East-West College Bowl, where they poked fun at ridiculous names of college athletes.
Hingle McCringleberry, Penn State University.
Le Carpetron Duke Marriott. Atlantic University.
Dinklage Morgoon, University of South Florida.
Speaking of names, we have to mention the substitute teacher bit.
Yeah! Niggas ruined my life! Y'all have ruined! Nigga, let me explain something. Growing up with a name like Aaron in the South was already fucking difficult enough. All right? Niggas be like, Aaron, how you pronounce that? It went from Aaron to Aaron to now Aaron. Y'all niggas.
It's so bad, he just gotta accept it now.
I'm like, yeah, man. Aaron. Do you get that? Bitch, if you get hit with the left hand, did you still get punched, bitch? Did you get the merchandise in that store, bitch? Did you? Go, get it. It's right here. Get the shit before Aaron come get in your ass. I'm sorry. Okay, now. I'm gonna make you sound like that since you wanna talk about getting in your ass, boy. All right.
Where Key cannot pronounce extremely common American names.
So why didn't you say it the first time I said Aaron?
Because it's pronounced Aaron?
You done messed up, Aaron!
People still call me Aaron to this day. This day. They had a way of making relatable humor refreshingly absurd, but I personally liked when they would lean into their ridiculousness a little more. My favorite sketch of theirs is Prepared for Terry's, where the two act as borderline schizophrenics who are trying to convince the passenger next to them that they will protect the entire plane if a terrorist tries to take over.
You're gonna have to be ready to kidnap a Terry. You're gonna have to be ready to torture a Terry.
I don't think that's necessary.
Terry. We got a new name we can use instead of having to say it on YouTube. You know, we got a censor shit, you know what I'm saying? On the live, slip and slide. We got Terry's now.
Yep.
Them Terry's on that.
They gotta go.
Sorry. Absolutely. You have to fireboard those mother jammers.
And if this is somehow the first time you're ever hearing of Key and Peele, I think the biggest sign of their success and cultural significance is that
yes, this is real. Wow.
President of the United States invited Keegan-Michael Key to do a remake of their anger translator bit, but during a real speech.
Because despite our differences, we count on the press to shed light on the most important issues of the day.
And we can count on Fox News to terrify old white people with some nonsense.
In 3 short years, Key and Peele managed to create a culturally iconic sketch.
We know like almost all. Only one I ain't seen really is the Terry one. I don't remember that one, but all these other ones.
Comedy show filled with quotable moments reminiscent of early 2000s comedy films. And since YouTube and social media was on track to replace TV,
my favorite one is like, come on, keep doing it. Us, we're right here. Keep doing it, yeah. High five. And like I was like, are they in the gangbang? And they were hula yeah.
In movie theaters, Key and Peele proved that the future of comedy was in good hands. But then, shockingly, in 2015, Keegan-Michael Key announced that they were ending the show. This is our final season, and it's not because of Comedy Central, it's us. It was just time for us to explore other things, together and apart. I compare it to Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor. We might make a movie and then do our own thing for 3 years and then come back and do another movie. Fans were initially disappointed, but in a way, the show lived on much longer than 3 years due to its success on YouTube. Over the years, fans would be scrolling YouTube and randomly see a Key and Peele sketch get recommended to them.
They could have made it to 5, bro. 5 easy, bro. Hey, like 5 could have been a good stop. 5 seasons, 5 to 8.
I thought they did 5 seasons.
3. Oh, 3 years. I don't know if it was 3 seasons. I know it's 3 years.
The funniest thing, the funniest skit in that bitch is the retired Marine skit. That bitch is so funny because they were like making fun of what is it, Sharpshooter or whatever. It's like a Matt Damon movie where they go recruit the dude that retired. Like, shoot me, I can catch a bullet. I'm as fast as ever.
Oh, that one.
It could be one they've seen a dozen times or one they didn't even recognize, but if they click, they can get a guaranteed laugh. Plus, in 2016, the duo released their action comedy film, Keanu, seemingly indicated that their future Hollywood careers would be then working side by side. The duo served as both the writers and leading actors for the film, which gave the movie a sense of familiarity for fans of the show. Now, the film was met with a
Nigga, that is us. That is us to a T.
Idiot, man. Fuck.
Bro, look at this nigga, bro. Look at this nigga, bro. Look at this, bro. Bro, watch the close-up.
The film, which gave the movie a sense of familiarity for fans of the show.
Hey man, if you here rocking with us, appreciate you for rocking with us, dog.
Now, the film was met with a lukewarm response from critics, and it only grossed $20 million in the box office. Considering the film's $15 million budget, plus the millions of dollars spent on advertising, the movie significantly underperformed. With that being said, the movie wasn't bad, it was just the first step in a new chapter for the comedy duo. But then, Jordan Peele shocked the world with the announcement of his directorial debut psychological horror film, Get Out. The movie followed a young black man named Chris visiting the wealthy white family of his girlfriend, who didn't know that he was black. The family initially appeared to be progressive and accepting towards the boyfriend, but it was awkward. Like they were so eager to express their appreciation for black culture. The family's hired staff to help with their house duties are all black and behave strangely. All of their white friends are overly interested in Chris, seemingly obsessing over his black identity.
You know, it's
Later,
crazy
Chris
how unsettling grown-ass niggas with shaved faces is. It adds to the dude that's hired for the family and him being shaven when you know they grow hair. It adds to, it's like that small bit that adds to it.
It makes him feel young.
Yeah, but like him is like, I see why they made that nigga shave. It fits. It fits what it's supposed to be.
All black and behave strangely. All of their white friends are overly interested in Chris, seemingly obsessing over his black identity. Later, Chris finds out that his girlfriend had been dating black people all of her life, but luring them to her family's estate where they would be hypnotized, psychologically manipulated, and then sold for a sinister procedure. The family would surgically remove the black person's brain and replace them with the consciousness of the aging white clients who wanted to continue living through the younger black bodies. The scariest part is that the victims themselves wouldn't fully die either. Their consciousness would remain trapped deep inside their own minds in what the film calls the sunken place, forced to helplessly watch someone else control their body forever. Jordan was one of the trailblazers in weaving social commentary.
Also, if y'all haven't seen the short film The Attic, made by your boy, The Sunken Place inspired me to do my dream sequence when Katie is having a nightmare that she is falling in.
Editor, throw in 5 seconds of his short film, Sunken Place.
Yeah. So mine is from the it's a descent into madness.
Yeah.
So theirs is a descent into their own body, but it's all because of my dog, bro. It really inspired me.
In a genre film in the 2010s.
Also, fuck Alexa, nigga. I see that Alexa. Fuck Alexa, nigga.
Camera company.
Big black magic.
The film was
ironic, huh?
You know what I'm saying?
Black magic,
universally celebrated for its terrifying atmosphere, uncomfortably hilarious moments, and unapologetic social commentary. With a $5 million budget, the movie grossed $250 million at the box office and received countless awards from various institutions, including the Oscar for Best Original Screenplay. Overnight, Jordan Peele went from that funny guy from Comedy Central to a legitimately serious creative mind in the entertainment industry. What's interesting is that Keegan-Michael Key was primarily regarded as the heavy hitter of the duo. In 2015 and 2016, Key was nominated for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a comedy series at the Emmys. However, Peele was not nominated for the same role. Key also gained his relevancy from his appearance at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, something that Peele was also excluded from. Not to mention that Key received way more acting gigs in major TV shows and movies during Key and Peele's run.
Damn, that nigga was in everything.
Most people believed Key would be the more successful of the two, and
yet
Jordan was now receiving worldwide praise.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. When I leave Internet City, this nigga Mike gonna take off.
Wait,
Mike is going to skyrocket. I'm saying he drives this ship.
What the fuck is you saying?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Cause no, they
leave, bitch. They gonna be upset with you.
Nah, but they like
we not gonna be like these punk ass niggas, bro.
But think about it. You
gonna make the movie? I'm gonna be in that bitch.
Think about it. Think about every duo, right? Think about every duo for a second, right?
Right.
Batman and Robin. Right.
That's not what I'm saying.
Will and Cart.
That's not what I'm saying. Right. That's not what I'm saying. You gonna do your thing.
Brothers.
You gonna do your thing, but I'm gonna be right there watching, closely connected.
Keenan and Kel.
I'm gonna be on the hip like this. You think you going somewhere? You're not. I need you to listen to me. Listen to me.
Yeah.
You're not going nowhere.
Yeah. I understand.
Okay. Get that through your thick skull.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a list. But I know you get it.
Sometimes I talk too much. I apologize.
God damn it. Like the short film, I couldn't be there, but I was there.
Yeah.
I was helping him mastermind like how the vlog gonna be presented. I showed up a little bit for one little 30 minutes type shit. But I couldn't be there due to like Mason, but I was there in spirit.
Yeah.
Tell the truth, nigga.
You know, sometimes ghosts are they in all types of shit for it. You gotta learn to
without Key's involvement at all. Well, that's not entirely true. Keegan-Michael Key is actually a major reason why Get Out got made in the first place.
Were you reading this at all while she was writing? Were you involved in it?
Oh
my God.
Is it about him?
Low key, like it is, but it ain't.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
For those that don't know the story, y'all
I
are.
wasn't involved in either.
Were you reading this at all while she was writing? Were you involved in it all?
Yeah. He said I wasn't involved in any of the writing, but he sent me the script, and I remember at one point in time I either wrote him. No, I was in the room, and I came into the office the next day, and I put the script on his desk. I went, ooh. I said, this could be something. And then I went and talked to a good friend of mine, Sean McKittrick. I made a movie with Sean McKittrick from QC Entertainment, who made it, and I said, you guys should really read Jordan's script. And then now here we are. And like Sean came up to me at a party, and he hugged me. And I'm like, why are you hugging me? He's like, you brought the script to me. And I was like, look, but it was amazing. I could bring 1 million scripts to you, but if it wasn't that amazing, who would have made it? It's such a fresh story.
And as if things couldn't get any better for Jordan, he followed up with a producer role on the 2018 film Black Klansman.
You spirit checking black piece of shit!
He produced that? Well, I don't. Sometimes producing ain't nothing but the name, but I'm pretty sure.
I mean,
it's something
because he also produced I'm Him or whatever the football movie that dropped that everybody hated.
But yeah, I feel like that's why I say sometimes
you
don't know how much producers have to do it. Because sometimes it be like executive produced by Stephen Curry. Steph just put a couple dollars in.
I ain't gonna lie. Have you seen GOAT?
Yes, I like
GOAT is good.
I like GOAT.
I'm
like, damn, why this ain't bigger than it?
GOAT was.
I was like, damn, I like this.
Which also received 6 Academy Award nominations. And in 2019, Jordan continued his reign of dominance as a director with the release of Us, a psychological horror film following a family on vacation that gets terrorized by another family that looks exactly like them. Once again, critics and fans loved it. The film grossed over $250 million worldwide against a budget of only around $20 million, proving Get Out wasn't some lucky one-time success.
This also take notes now. First budget was 5. Second budget wasn't 50.
No, first budget was 20. No, for Keanu, it was like 15.
Oh yeah, talk about Keanu.
But no, that's
talking about Keanu. We talking about Jordan Peele.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Success. In just a few years, Jordan Peele had fully transcended comedy and established himself.
Them fucking IMAX cameras sound like lawnmowers.
Yeah, they loud as shit.
Boy.
Loud as hell.
As one of the most commercially successful and critically respected directors in Hollywood. And with every massive success, the gap between him and Keegan-Michael Key only seemed to grow wider. Key stayed consistently busy between 2016 and 2020, stacking dozens of television appearances, voice acting roles, commercials, guest spots, and supporting performances across sitcoms, animated shows, and streaming series. Shows like Modern Family, The Simpsons, Archer, Friends from College, and Green Eggs and Ham. Instead of evolving into a singular creative force with a clear artistic identity, Key slowly started feeling more like a talented utility player in Hollywood. He was everywhere, but never the main character. And after Jordan's third directorial release, Nope, in 2022, which was yet another resounding success loved by fans and critics, you could argue,
you know what Sam was it?
Let's go, boy!
Are you watching that clip?
Bro,
I don't know
why. I ain't gonna lie. The technical filming side of Nope,
crazy.
Have you looked into it?
Yeah, like the day for night stuff and all of that.
Boy,
all the nighttime was actually daytime.
Boy, the way they did day for night is so insane. And I'm like, it's like I always shit on like Hollywood, the cost of Hollywood shit, but it was so well done. Like, that shit was awesome.
That Jordan Peele has completely eclipsed his role in Key and Peele, with his efforts as a horror writer and director becoming the focal point of his legacy. The same cannot be said for Key, as many still remember him primarily as the guy from Key and Peele. I think it's interesting that Key is doing commercials that show up on Hulu, and Peele is one of the driving forces of cinema. I kinda hate comparing them because Key is also incredibly talented, but Peele is truly on another level. And while they may have grown apart in the public public eye, very few questioned the legitimacy of their friendship behind the scenes. And that's because they did things like joining forces in a Netflix animated film called Wendell and Wild, where Jordan and Keegan serve as voice actors for two of the primary characters. And although the animation was captivating, many fans felt disappointed in the story. The duo also teamed up in Toy Story 4 to play side characters Ducky and Bunny. People had assumed that because they did these collaborations that everything was all good between them.
It is just voice acting though. I mean, I'm pretty sure they still friends, but
he would speak on this.
So like, what's gonna be our like? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause like every duo, Kenan and Kel, right? Will and Carlton. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying like every duo, Batman and Robin.
Why you keep doing this?
I'm just wondering, like, is there going to be a catalyst that like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh no, my, you know what I'm saying? Like, I go do my movies, you know what I'm saying? Like, you do your thing, you know what I'm saying? Like with that. You know what I'm saying?
No. Because while you doing your movies, I'm going to be your biggest cheerleader. Even if you get married, that bitch ain't going to have shit on me. I'll be in the parking lot stuck outside. That's my nigga. Film that shit, nigga. Quiet on set, sir. Fuck that shit. He said action, bitch. Nigga here, cut. He said cut that shit. Fuck. My nigga said cut. Stop the fucking camera. Turn that loud ass IMAX camera on. That's that. You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
Directly during an interview in 2024. We don't see each other that often anymore, which is, to me, a tragedy. Key went on to explain in a separate interview that them living far apart from each other played a major factor in their estrangement. Whenever we have an opportunity to see each other, we do. Whenever we have an opportunity, I certainly enjoy spending time with him. So when my travels take me to Los Angeles, he's usually one of the first calls that I make. I land and I go, hey buddy, we're in town. And often we get to have dinner.
So look,
which that sounds, according to what's coming later, that sounds accurate.
So look, so that brings me to my next question, because you know I want to move. You know what I'm saying? Like you Texas is where you're forever.
Type shit.
Like I'm
well, I got 13 years.
Yeah, like you got 13 years, but I'm
probably like 15. Like depending on what.
Yeah, but like me, like you know what I'm saying, I don't got that. I'm saying shit. I'm saying
yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
but
like when cause you know I might end up West Kansas. You know what I'm saying? Like North Dakota.
You know what I'm saying?
Because we
Simba was in Florida, so I don't think it matters. Type shit. Yeah, you feel me?
Right.
Relationship is like a good friend's relationship, where you pick up where you left off, or the little things that you shared in the past, you just go right back into it again. I look forward to seeing him in 2025. What's interesting is that Jordan Peele gets interviewed way more than Keegan because he's way more active and front-facing in Hollywood, and yet he has said literally nothing about his former comedy partner, which creates the appearance that Jordan Peele has moved on while Key continues to live in the partner, which creates in Hollywood's interviewed way more seeing him in 2025. What's interesting is that Jordan Peele gets interviewed way more than Keegan.
I was thinking of it backwards.
Yeah.
Jordan gets interviewed way more, but I ain't said shit.
Yeah.
But they always asking Key something.
Yeah.
Damn.
They probably asking him, he just don't answer.
Damn. Either way.
Yeah.
Nothing about his former comedy partner, which creates the appearance that Jordan Peele has moved on while Key continues to live in the past. Like when Key was asked about a Key and Peele reunion, and he said, right now we're expressing ourselves that way, and I think we'll find ourselves back together. I do not have a timeline for that, but I would jump at the chance to work with him again in any capacity. Fans had no reason to believe that there was any bad blood between them. Maybe they had simply grown apart naturally over time, but that assumption started falling apart after a comedian who worked closely with Keegan publicly shared a story that completely changed the way people looked at Key and Peele's relationship. In April of 2026, comedian Akilah Hughes shared her experience working with Keegan-Michael Key using the not-so-subtle code names of Lock and Banana.
I ain't gonna lie, okay? I often put videos on in the shower, especially since for Christmas they got me a little thing. I put my phone in and it sticks to the wall, right? I randomly put on a video about this and thinking nothing of it. Then they start talking. Whoa. She kept going. Bitch, what? Washing my nuts. Say you lying. Say you lying. I gotta tell Aaron this shit. And then now I told him, and now we here. This is crazy.
And I don't think this is too shady. I think it's true. The less successful half of a comedy duo that was prolific in the 2010s. Perhaps, you know, I think their code names could be Lock and Banana.
She also tweeted, if you ever wondered why K and PEL don't work together anymore, watch the next video in this thread. So there is absolutely no confusion in regards to who this story is about. Akilah got connected with Keegan-Michael Key while developing her own sketch comedy show, not necessarily for his creative input, but because she needed an established celebrity attached as an executive producer to help make the project more attractive to networks and studio executives, which is very common in the industry. But with Keegan came his wife, Elle Key, who supposedly wiggled her way to an executive producer role for the show.
My agent at the time calls me and she goes, how is pitching going? How do people feel about Locke? And I'm like, oh my God, they love him. Everybody loves Locke. And she's like, that's great, that's great. How do they feel about it?
The fuck is this band doing in the background? I'm like, I understand what kind of show I've seen shows like it, but I'm just listening for them to like get right with, you know what I'm saying, with how she talking. It seemed like they was like, the band was like, oh, you got the performance, and she was like, oh, you got a band, and they just threw them on the stage together.
It's like they don't have the. They aren't picking up on her cadence to make the music for her cadence.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Locke. And she's like, that's great, that's great. How do they feel about his wife, who is now somehow the executive producer on my show? And I'm like, you know, I hadn't really thought about it. I don't think people like her very much.
But the strategy was effective. Having Keegan on as a producer landed them an official offer from Disney. Then one day, Akilah was contacted by Jordan Peele's wife, Chelsea Peretti, warning her about Keegan's wife and her involvement.
She says, I'm just calling you because I wish someone would have warned me. She does about an hour of a monologue at me about how,
on the phone.
You know, she thinks that his wife is like Phil Hartman's wife.
Who's that?
Oh, you about to find out. Okay. You about to find out.
Also, this is very important. What I'm about to say, because like in going to the sitting gear and talking with these people, I'm happy that we're on the same page to buy this equipment and to self-fund, because dude, like that side of it, having other people's hands in your stuff, shit. Oh, I couldn't. I literally.
It make you lose your mind,
bro.
That's why client work sucks,
bro. Like I was going through like mental gymnastics, right? Like I was even talking with somebody for like the next film, and I was explaining like my creative process for doing it, and they had said this one thing, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think you're a fit for the next project. Like mentally, they were like, oh, I don't want to be limited to like camera and lens combo for this, and I'm like, I want that limitation, because that's the challenge part of it.
Oh, you talking about spinning the wheel?
Yeah.
You was telling them about you spinning the wheel or whatever camera it land on.
And I was like, and like the discussion with them, and I'm like, oh, I think we should do it this way. And like that discussion, I'm like, no, I'm not doing it, because I don't want to do that, and I don't have to do that. And when I think about like me and you, we can randomly start a sketch show today. With no need from anyone else, we could get in and do some crazy stuff, just the two of us. Right? And it's like, we don't have to worry about needing producers. We don't
just need helping hands, to be honest.
That's it.
If that.
And like, when I hear about like these horror stories, I'm like, dude, we're so lucky. Yeah. We're so lucky.
Some people are like locked into needing certain people, certain things, certain equipment. Yeah.
That she wouldn't trust her to hold a baby.
Oh.
That she once poured alcohol on her birthday cake and this person is sober. And she says there's no accounting for how much money she's cost that black man.
Despite the warning, Akilah continued working with them. After all, she had quit her job and moved to LA to chase this dream, but it proved to be a mistake. Apparently, Elle, who, remember, was not ever asked to be a part of this show, continued to insert her unwanted opinions in the writer's room.
Her notes are, Comedy happens.
Oh, wait, no, he's skipping parts.
Okay.
So you asked who Phil Hartman.
Yeah.
Well, one, remember when I said them having dinner would be important?
Yeah.
She's calling her, Peele's wife is calling her after they had dinner, the two couples had dinner together.
Yeah.
So him saying they have dinner when they see each other that's how we know it's true. And that's kind of how we know him saying that and her saying this. It's kind of how you know this shit could have possibly happened.
she just had, so basically it's right after they had dinner.
She called her and was like, she told me she was working on the show with you. Hey, that's basically what happened.
Okay, got you.
Secondly, when it says like Phil Hartman's wife,
yeah,
I think it was in the 90s or early 2000s, that person's wife killed him. It was a crazy wife. He was in Hollywood. He was somebody important. We don't know of him because he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, his wife jealous or some shit like that.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Her notes are comedy happens in threes. The letter K is funny. And finally, give the audience some candy. Now, how do you implement these notes?
None of the writers thought her ideas were good or funny, so they were ignored, to which Elle responded by threatening to sue the network. Akilah doesn't add much context here, but she is trying to make the accusation that Elle was just trying to ruin the project since it wasn't going her way. As a result, the show was stalled and eventually was canceled altogether.
And so, that is just a project that I could not talk about, that was never announced. That was supposed to be my dream.
Now, first of all, there weren't many jokes in Akilah's performance. The inclusion of the live band made this some kind of exaggerated live podcast gossip storytime session, so it couldn't exactly be brushed off as, oh, well, it's just a joke. And even though all of the details Akilah shared are incredibly vague, it's unlikely she would create a 12-minute story of completely baseless lies, especially considering the allegations aren't really that scathing. Like, the idea of established Hollywood celebrities derailing a dream project for an upcoming creator because it didn't go their way sounds like something that happens every day in Hollywood.
Bro, we will never, I promise you.
Sounds pretty feasible to me.
I will never
depend on something.
Like another, like a company, anything. Yeah. Like never, dude.
Man, hey, look, okay. Sometimes you need help.
Yeah.
Don't get that twisted.
Yeah,
sometimes
for sure.
You need help. But if you can build something through sheer willpower, creativity, and willpower and consistency, please do it. Because guess what? You know how we got here? I wanted to shoot YouTube videos. My friends was like, I don't wanna. Fine, I'll go shoot. I want to shoot something so bad I end up shooting music videos, which led me to learn the whole music videos, weddings, commercials, working for companies, working for couples, working for all these different people. And at the end of the day, I said, I don't want to do this. I still want to make YouTube videos. And I just took what I learned. I knew I was going to need this information while doing all that. Took what I learned, applied it, even though it's just reactions. Y'all can see how we apply some of this stuff to just reactions, or you know what I'm saying, type shit. Same shit. He wanted to do all this. He ended up doing some of the same stuff. But at the end of the day, he said, I want to do this. So now we've, through sheer willpower and creativity, gotten to where we can buy a camera, we can buy some lights, we can make a career without needing sponsors. Like, we take sponsors, we don't need sponsors. We can go make a movie, but we don't need.
Bro, we can literally go make a movie ourselves. We can go make a feature. We can go make a feature, just us.
Through sheer willpower and creativity.
And it's so crazy, bro, because like when you look at it, right? Like it's so interesting when I think about where we are, right? Like I was talking with some people at Cinegear, and like I was talking with like the other like filmmaker YouTubers, and like I was like, oh, your life sucks. Like, not to be a dick, right? But I was like, they depend on brand deals. Like if they don't have brand deals, they die. And it's like they either got brand deals or client gigs. And it's like they're so worn out, like they don't have fun.
They don't have fun or the free time to go do the really creative stuff.
And I'm like, dude. And like a lot of these guys that I'm talking to, they're before they even know I'm a YouTuber, they're very dismissive because I like in being in these places. I talk fresh, like I don't know what's going on, because that's the best way you get information. Like, because you don't know the stuff.
Yeah, you just humble yourself and just listen to people. Yeah.
And so as I'm talking to these guys, a lot of these guys, you know, they talk with big egos and they talk a certain way. And I'm like, bro, this sucks. Like, just listening to them, like, bro, it's not funny.
Having to play that game.
Having to, like, I don't, bro, like, we told our manager, like, one of our managers who get, like, deals, like, I told him, I was like, bro, we don't need brand deals. Like, this is cool. We don't need it.
We want them. But when a company is being an asshole and picky about this, picky about that, bro,
cancel.
We don't need them.
Like, we don't need them. Like, all we want to do is make fun content for our fans and the stuff we want to make. And if niggas out there like it, awesome. And it sucks that they gotta go through this rigmarole and these politics.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Politics. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And she's having to jump through politics and ended up having that man's wife ruining her dream project.
Bro, and that's the same, when I was telling you about the camera company and that certification, that's what it is. It's politics.
Politics. Yeah. Hate fucking politics.
But it was this small added detail at the very end of Akila's performance that has completely changed people's perspective of Keegan-Michael Key.
He never gets to be himself in public, and his partner has won Oscars. And everyone knows that his wife has ruined his career. It is diminishing returns. He's doing insurance commercials.
After she said that, sensationalized headlines emerged from Akila's performance. Akila Hughes says she knows exactly why Key and Peele don't work together anymore. Key's crazy wife destroyed Key and Peele. And while Akila never said it directly, fans jumped to conclusions that Key and Peele had been driven apart by Key's annoying and power-hungry wife.
Also, she had to be hurt to do this.
Oh, yeah.
She had to feel, man, this was eating her alive.
Bro, my dream. My dream.
Also, okay, have a dream, chase that dream, willpower, creativity. Don't put your eggs in one piece of the dream.
Yeah, facts.
Because she obviously, if you're creative enough to make this pilot or whatever, and you got connections to be able to even get how far you got it, to get the project how far along you got it, you can do it again somewhere else.
Yeah.
Key and Peele, for example, show canceled. They was on the show together, canceled. They individual shows canceled, but came together, and there's always another way to get to your dream. So
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Don't put it all in one.
It's several tracks. It's several tracks that lead to the same place, bro.
There is actually a little bit of evidence to back up those claims.
I'm not saying don't have emotions, though. You're going to have emotions, but still.
Months before this story blew up, a blind item emerged about Key's wife. Personally, I happen to know that L. Key IRL is a massive narcissist and straight up abusive to the working people in her vicinity. She's using Keegan's talent, fame, and likability to get herself in the room in front of cameras, a microphone, calls herself a producer or director, and cuts a paycheck. Obviously, she needs to use Keegan because she has no talent or skill sets of her own to stand out without him. Everyone close to him who cares about him sees the abuse and wishes he'd leave her. And while this might sound like even more gossip, this allegation holds weight with a little more factual context. Elle Key, whose real name is Elisa Pugliese, was an aspiring actress who couldn't land anything more than being an extra with no lines or no significance to the plot. From there, she transitioned to being a producer for small-time, low-budget independent drama films that had an extremely small or no theatrical release. She met Keegan at a film festival in early 2016 and became his, quote, business partner. Eventually,
she met him while they was... they didn't even get together before the height, the peak. She met him at the peak. That makes it sound even worse. Jesus.
Elle and Keegan's relationship turned romantic, and they got married in 2018. So for all the rumors saying that she is the reason why the Key and Peele show ended are just false. The show ended in 2015, and she didn't come into the picture until over a year later. Now the rumors saying that she might be the reason why they didn't continue working together, that's entirely different. What you'll notice is that as Elle became more present in Keegan's career, Jordan started becoming more distant. Because remember, Keegan and Jordan worked together in 2022 on that animated show, but shortly after, everything changed. And it all centers around a book that Keegan and Elle co-authored called The History of Sketch Comedy, a journey through the art and craft of humor, which by the way is everyone's favorite subject.
Sounds interesting, but knowing this, she's on it, I don't want to read it.
No, it's just crazy because it's like it should be both of them.
True.
It ends on him as the teacher. Like, granted, it's his book, but like,
I mean, it makes sense as to why. I mean, it's just one person, and it is his book. So I mean,
yeah.
I was looking for him, but it makes sense that he's not there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
A journey through the art and craft of humor, which, by the way, is everyone's favorite subject. Comedians talking about comedy. Well, one comedian at least. This book discusses subject matter that Keegan-Michael Key is undoubtedly an expert in.
They're all him. Okay. You couldn't tell from the side.
There's him on the cover. They also created a podcast alongside this book. The credits describe L as the creator, writer, and director, whereas Key is simply just a performer and co-writer. To be clear, L. Key has essentially no experience in sketch comedy.
He's just letting her put her name on stuff. Bro.
Or no, she's convincing him to be, I got this idea. Sure, honey, let's bro. Yeah.
And has literally never said anything funny in her entire life. The idea that one of the greatest sketch comedy masterminds was portrayed as second fiddle to his wife in a podcast about sketch comedy was mind-boggling, to say the least. But the project
it's the little things, people.
Yeah.
It's the little things.
Yeah, you gotta be able to see that.
Because when you have no huge ego about something, right, and you know what was done on certain things, you have no problem giving people their just due.
Yeah.
So like if we write something together, both of us are gonna have the mind to writer, producer, performer. Like, it's not gonna be this person's just this and this person's just this.
That's why, like, even in regards to the channel, like when we always talk about the channel, I'm like, Mike drives the ship. He gets the videos uploaded to the editors. He handles all the things. We split ideation. He'll do thumbnails. If he can't do thumbnail, I'll come in and do thumbnail, and it'll be just as good. There is more logistical things done to keep this channel afloat that Mike drives the boat. And so even when I talk about our duo outside of YouTube, like when I talk to other people, I'm like, Mike. Like, I know YouTube, but then there's Mike. And Mike will tell you, I'm like, I know it, but Mike knows it. And so it's like giving people their just due. It's simple when there's no ego there.
Yeah, it's very easy to.
Yeah.
Oh, my nigga, that was so-and-so. Like DPS, for example. Daddy Fast, all the stuff we worked on with him, or like we had Simba in the video, all that.
Yeah.
He give niggas credits from producers to people that help do this and that, and even his manager and the marketing. He put, like, it's when niggas want to share and acknowledge, they do. So for them to be the heads of that book, and he is married, and only thing his is performer, co-writer,
and see, writer, director. Come on, bro.
So y'all done both?
Yeah,
y'all done both.
It's lame.
You using this? We know you using his name because you don't have a name. So like, you type shit.
They won a Webby Award for Best Writing in a Podcast. When accepting, Elle gave a 5-word long speech that she couldn't do without crying, and Keegan did not get to say anything.
Find someone who inspires you.
They also did an interview on Late Night with Stephen Colbert, where she sat first chair next to the host, and Key was off to the side as if she was the guest and he didn't belong. Now, to some, it seems like Keegan is merely being a respectful and generous husband, using his status to elevate his wife and portray her as his equal.
I think we both discovered that if we work on something together, it's better. Is that?
Yeah, that's a really good way of putting it, yeah.
But to others, based on a
Man, it's just not, man, fuck, it's hard not to be judgy after, you know what I'm saying? It's just hard. Like, I don't want to be it, but it's hard not, like, it's just, fuck. It's hard, I don't want to be, like, without the story that the lady told on stage, I wouldn't think nothing of it. But when you listen to this after, it's White Aaron, lock in, lock, man, fuck. All right. Ooh, you good, twin? Especially after working with pieces of shit, right? And then meeting people who we didn't necessarily work with, but almost work with, or even, you know,
yeah.
After our own experiences at a low level, at a very low level,
yeah.
It's not off the table, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure.
It's definitely not, twin. That don't mean it's happening, but it ain't off the table.
The table don't have chairs.
Tight shit.
Ain't no chairs at that table, man.
Phyllis' story, they see her as manipulating and forcing her way into creative spaces she otherwise would have never been a part of. Keegan's wording in this interview is particularly interesting. At first, he comes off endearing, but he also inadvertently admits that his wife uses him to advance her own career.
As you said, all good doors like lead to Al and her opening that.
Yeah, it's like I'm the key and she knows where the doors are. So you just have to have the courage to put the key in the door. It's always wonderful you have someone in your life who can show you where the doors are.
But it goes one step further, because it seems like...
But that's supposed to be good, which it can be. But when you have an ultimate opportunist, Randy Orton ass nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we've dealt with some Randy Ortons, and we ain't shit.
You mean, nah, we didn't deal with some edges.
Some edges, yeah. Man. Woo. You can take an opportunity, it's fine, but you also gotta give, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can take the key, but you need to be able to
I'm saying,
hey, door, let me grease you up a little bit type shit. Oh, she is. She greasing them up. That's what it is.
Keegan has adopted the stereotypical wife guy personality, similar to Will Smith or...
No! When you put it like... Fuck! Patrick, you're not supposed to cook like this. You're not supposed to cook like this, bro. You know that nigga left the podcast? Mm-hmm. That nigga left the podcast.
That nigga boxing safe?
She knew she had to get off this. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy about this? Side note, right? They was doing all of that. No, my wife she ain't tripping. I let her say these things. I know when I hear her say these crazy things, I just know she's joking, right? He was doing all of that. Why the bitch she was on the lady, my fault, the lady that she was on the podcast with. Mm-hmm. So not his wife, the other host.
Co-host,
came out saying shit about the same bit.
What she was saying?
I can't give you word for word, but it wasn't pleasant.
Right.
Fuck out of here, bro.
So their podcast is over essentially.
Yeah.
And he left the podcast.
And he left Andrews. Come on, man. And they on that. Akasha's, he's doing his thing, and then we just wanna. You gotta let him fly. Granted, half true. We believe you that he's doing his thing with his comedy, and he need more time. But we also know that pressure.
Hey, so look,
getting to him.
Mike, what's his name again?
Akash Singh? Ain't that his name?
Akash Singh, right?
Yeah.
I call him Ba Sing Se. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
You know what they say? There's no problem saying Ba Sing Se. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know.
Also,
did the stereotypical wife guy personality, similar.
Also, same shit, bro. The internet, we not stupid. Some shit a lot of shit internet jump to conclusions, right? It's a lot of what's the word for the fans that get too
you're talking about parasocial.
Yeah. There's a lot of parasocialness in streaming content, celebrities. We know that is true. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, we not stupid. We saw that. I was in the entanglement, bitch.
That nigga said. An entanglement.
I'm out of shot that bitch. Like, so both of these situations,
Will Smith or
like, come on, bro. Come on, dog. Come on, dog.
Singh, where the central focus of his identity is surrounding his
So it's not off the table. It's not off the table. Especially knowing you met this nigga in 2016 after Key and Peele.
Table don't got no chairs, bro.
famous and less successful partner. Backstage at Stephen Colbert, they did one of those classic couples games where they see if they know each other really well, only for Key to completely second guess himself or outright say his wife was right every time they had opposing opinions.
Who said I love you first?
You ready?
Ready.
3, 2, 1. Huh.
Oh. Okay. I guess it was me.
To some, he is just being sweet. To others, he looks pathetic. Like when Keegan was
Also, this is not a couple we like locked into. You know what I'm saying? You know how there's Hollywood couples that like the people are like, we want to see them do a couples game. Like, you know, this ain't one of them couples. It never has been. It never will be. This ain't that, y'all. You gotta be able to see that for yourself. Type shit. They ship us harder than we shipping these two niggas and they married. And we ain't shit. That's crazy.
What he was most proud of in his entire career, then changed his mind to what his wife said should be his most prideful moment.
What is Keegan's proudest accomplishment? I think this is it. Ready?
She's
3,
gonna be right. And
3, and you're gonna be.
If you can believe it, I'm going to be wrong.
3, 2, 1.
She's right.
And if that didn't convince,
I just hope he don't have a chair.
What you mean?
I just hope he don't have a chair, man.
A chair?
I just hope he don't have a chair. One of them corner chairs. I just hope.
Oh. One of them chairs. Okay, my fault.
There's another moment where the 50-year-old man says his wife even picks out his clothes because he can't do it.
Oh my God.
Impeccably attired. I want to know what percentage of
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
You can tell because it ain't no t-shirt.
Yeah.
of this is your choice versus your wife's choice. Because I know that your wife, Al.
Look, yes, my wife, Elle, is here. She is here. She's
Here she is.
Yes, my wife.
She look like fucking K-pop star taking a break. She looked like a K-pop star that got sick and eyed from the crowd.
Impeccable taste. So I'm one of those people who likes to leave things to the experts. So everything on my body was chosen for me today to wear by Elle.
He seems to seek validation from his wife for literally everything, constantly looking at her to assure that he is saying the right thing.
Bro, it's the eyes. Ain't no soul in them bitches.
It is.
No, it has.
Your wife, Al.
Look, yes, my wife, Elle, is here. She is here.
Now this is just a matter of lighting, but
yeah, I think
it's still like even when you get lighting on the eyes, there's no soul in them holes.
Yes, my wife, Elle, has impeccable taste. So I'm one of those people who was chosen for me today.
Constantly looking at her to assure that he is saying the right thing.
Sometimes it's a challenge. Sometimes I meet her with a little bit of resistance, or a lot of resistance, some resistance. So and she always remains patient with me.
The wife guy personality is often looked at as some sort of humiliation ritual.
I hate when niggas do that, especially like on Caleb Hammer's show, on any when they answering a question, right? It's your answer, nigga. Yeah. Or it's your opinion on the answer that everybody's giving, and they just constantly. Stop looking at them. Look at the person that's talking to you or the camera. Once in a while, sure. Stop. You know what I'm saying? Stop. I hate that shit. Hate it.
Because they publicly have to lower their own status and derive all of their self-worth around how lucky they are to be married to their wives. And although all of this can come across as completely cringe, it doesn't necessarily prove that Elle wedged herself between Keegan and Jordan Peele. TMZ reported that multiple sources connected to Keegan-Michael Key and Elle tell TMZ Akila's stand-up narrative is outlandish and fabricated nonsense. Akila fired back by posting screenshots of DMs, all entirely anonymous, of people trying to corroborate the narrative that Elle is a control freak. We had a whole fake script on set as a decoy to keep her busy and manipulate her while we shot the actual commercial.
Oh my God.
He kept his own mother and brother from their wedding and systematically cut everyone who was close to him out of his life.
Coming from experiences of the lives around us, I believe it.
Yeah.
And this is normal nigga shit. This ain't even Hollywood shit.
Yeah.
So Locke was my godfather growing up and was best friends with my mother all through college. So he had a huge impact on my life until he remarried his now wife. She completely changed him and the way he treated close family and friends. Not too long after he remarried, he cut off my mom and even his own family in a way. It seems that people have entirely bought into the narrative that Keegan was this innocent comic legend whose career and friendship with Jordan Peele has been destroyed by his egomaniac wife who has to control every little thing about him. But not many people are willing to cast blame on Keegan himself, who seems to admit that he didn't know his own potential, didn't believe in himself, and even can't dress himself. Sure, you could call it pathetic, but maybe this guy genuinely would not have pursued anything after Key and Peele if it wasn't for his wife.
And I saw a video of him singing, and I was like, oh, he can really sing. I mean, this is amazing. I said he was like a sports car that's stuck in traffic. Like, he has all of this power and all of this energy, and like, what is he doing with it?
That's
I was
the best analogy.
Why aren't you out there going 120 miles an hour? Like, why are you stuck where you are?
Since people were introduced to Keegan and Jordan as a comedic pair with incredible chemistry, it made fans assume that they were inseparable best friends off screen. So when Jordan became a successful director and Keegan didn't ascend in his career, it felt like there had to be some deeper reason, as if they weren't always just two individuals with separate career aspirations. People needed something or someone to blame to justify their career imbalances. Elle Key became the simple answer to a complicated story, but Jordan Peele's strategic silence on all of this leaves so much room for speculation.
I don't think she's obviously not the reason for them not working, whatever, but she could be a small piece and a small factor.
Yeah.
Okay. I do believe he may not have. There's no way he wouldn't have had work after Key and Peele. That's just, the nigga got too much talent and too many connections to doubt. It could be true. I do believe it could be true that she helped get him in some doors. I also believe it could be true that they hate that motherfucker.
Yeah, 100%.
Until Jordan comes out and says all these rumors are baseless lies and that
it's never black and white.
Still great friends, people are gonna run with the narrative that Elle Key is to blame for all of this. If anything, Key and Peele is a reminder that sometimes your favorite duos aren't best friends, but rather.
But you're about to say also they could have not been. They're good friends. They got to be good friends because they still have dinner. They work together for a while. But we also got to remember, just because they came together after being on Mad TV, don't mean that they was the best of friends when they came together. Now they could have grown as better friends. That don't mean they was like gonna stay.
So like what that mean for us? You know, like with our duo, like where we stand and not.
It's different.
In our bureaucracy.
We live together by choice.
Like, I'm saying
it's different.
And this bureaucracy.
I told you where I'm gonna be. That nigga said cut. You good, King? What you need? What's on your rider? All right, my fault. Yeah, we'll catch y'all the next one. Sub up, like the video, get some merch at InternetCity.store. Peace.